Hello YouTube, this could be my review of the Kershaw Tremor. Here is the blade on that bad boy. It's a rather large knife, as you can see. I'm just going to give you a few specs about it first. We got 3 3/4 inch blade here, which is pretty good. This one is the part still rated model. There is a plain edge, and its closed length is 5 1/4 inches. It's kind of some weird dimensions, but it's pretty nice. It's got G10 scales, very smooth G10. Not a whole lot of a texture there. It's like maybe 1,000 grit sandpaper, so not a whole lot of grip on there, but it's not going to tear your pants on the pocket clip, which is kind of nice. I've had some trouble with that. The pocket clip, you can do tip up or tip down, but only on one side. So, only on the right side, if you're going to carry it in your right side pocket. The blade steel is 8CR13 MOV, which is an alright steel. So far this one's held up pretty nicely. I haven't had to resharpen it yet, and it's pretty good. The weight on this bad boy is 6 ounces, so it's a little heavier than some of my other knives at least. And it is made in China, as you can see. This is I think the model number is 1950 ST, if you can see that. It is a assisted open. It's got a little flipper here, as you can see. And I believe it is a coil spring system. And actually it's their speed safe opening system, if you're familiar with that. Unfortunately, there are a few drawbacks of this knife. I'm not a huge fan of this design. The reason I picked up this knife is because I got it off a website called Steep and Cheap for, I think it was 15 bucks. And I'm a knife fanatic, so I really like these. And when I see one for that cheap, I usually pick it up. So the blade or the handle shape is a little odd, as you can see. Kind of interesting. I mean, it fits in your hand pretty well, but it leaves some extra room. Unless you have really big hands, you're gonna have extra room on the end. I guess that's a nice little pommel for busting on something. It is rather nice in the reverse grip, but a few critiques of this knife. I don't really like serrations, so I would suggest not getting serrations. If you're a fan of serrations, get them, but I just don't. If you've got a sharp enough knife, you don't really need the serrations. You're not really going to be sawing through anything with that. The G10 is very smooth. It's not going to give you much grip there. Up here in this sort of thumb rest area, I would have liked some jimping. This is completely smooth. The only quote-unquote jimping you would have is right here for the liner lock. And that's nice. One thing I do like is this flipper gives you some extra protection, even though that's very smooth as well. You can slide off that, but it does give you a little extra room there. Yeah, some jimping would go nice here. And for a knife like this, I would like it to be an open construction here on the back instead of the spacer. Do like a pin construction or whatever, because there's no real need for that to be there. So yeah. The steel scales inside are milled out. I don't know if I'll be able to show you this. My camera's not very good. But they are milled out, not really a whole lot, so it's kind of moot. It's still a pretty heavy knife. Let me show you in size comparison to the next knife I'm going to review, which is the SOG Aegis. So there's the SOG Aegis back there, and you can see it's quite a bit longer than that one, and taller. While the blade is pretty much the same length, the handle is quite a bit longer, as you can see, and a little bit weirdly shaped. If you can find it for a pretty cheap price, it's definitely a good blade, but it's not one of my favorites. I think it's kind of an odd design and whatever. So, thanks for watching.